TACO's obviously a hot topic at the moment, so of course I'm going to have to make a video on it, plus you guys actually asked for this one. So here you see Faze attempt to take the A site, and straight away, once they've backed off, TACO's like, I'm going to cut them off, get this information if they're rotating. Obviously both the players are low, and they knew they were both there probably. You see he gets in this position here, I'm just going to be quiet, and he doesn't actually face here, you'll see in a second he hears them. So he gets that sound cue, instead of facing them, he's just super passive about it, he gets all the information, and he comes with his flank. You see Fallen and Cold Zero able to rotate in really easily on the map, and they've actually got him pinched in here. And you'll see I'm just going to fast forward this, and he just slowly stalks them and gets all the information in the world. Again, he allowed his teammates in the best position possible. Fulham's forced to rotate that back because they could have gone on a pass like they did. You see he clears all this out, and then both teammates are able to rotate in. He comes into middle to pincer and come at connector because that's the logical place they're going to be. Then in case they've boosted, you'll see they're pretty aware of everything that could have gone down. Cold Zero is just here holding this. TACO's up here, just misses Nico. You see a really well played around, really unselfish. I mean, he could have just taken those 2 fights straight away at top middle, but instead he waits to give his teammates the best possibility to rotate in. In this round here, TACO's actually got an AWP, he's just soloing apps there for a minute. You see Faze about to take the A site, and TACO does the correct thing here, he finds an angle, he's trying to get some information. If he can lock down this middle, it makes it a lot easier for his teammates to maybe hold it down, so he's going to flash himself in. He doesn't end up spotting anyone, but you'll see he ends up in this retake situation. I'll just fast forward this a little bit quickly. So he's just holding this angle, getting information he can. Once the take comes in, his teammates start to go down. So this is the correct play here. He's just holding this angle. He's not rushing to get into connector or any information. Faze is obviously very confident in their retakes and take a long time to set up. You see he's just watching this cross, and he ends up here in a 1v1. And he just ends up winning this. That's a nice flick by him. But I just like the fact that he was just waiting up on short. He's in no rush to get down into connector. Obviously this is very typical of SK. They're often very slow and methodical and really have some of the best retakes in the world. And he just sits up there not letting anyone cross that line of sight. Just around here, TACO goes AWP again. He's thrown a molly and a nade, as you might have just saw. I'm not sure when it cut in. So he hits his first pick, and the thing he does really well here is not that pick, but the fact that he readjusts himself really well so that Guardian can't pick him and they can't look for this next pick. So he falls back to this next more passive angle. His teammates are able to rotate in, and basically this is all locked down. Faze are forced to walk out because they couldn't find that pick. We continue this round on now. I didn't know, once you get up here, I actually didn't know you could throw a smoke like this. Maybe I've just been living under a rock. Hopefully one of you guys didn't know that either, otherwise I'll look a bit silly. But yeah, then he comes back out here to middle, finds another good angle, just repositions behind this smoke. And Guardian walks into his crosshair and he gets a nice another kill, and that's the round over pretty much. So TACO's obviously the apps player, sorry, and he adjusts himself really well in this situation. His teammates go down the middle, and he looks for an aggressive peek, because one, they need the information, and two, he doesn't want to get pinced here on the B site. Obviously he gets lucky here to catch him when they're boosting. It helps him out a lot. But you see, if he just stood on the site like he was, he would have probably got wrapped onto and just closed upon the 2 guys coming up short and this 1 player coming in apps and Guardian. Now obviously round continues here, he positions himself well. He's probably going to hear a drop off. In this situation he doesn't, or he just doesn't react in time and loses the fight. Still okay positioning, just listening for that drop, yeah, obviously with sound. This around here, this is just a pretty good, nice bait and switch setup basically for the AWP. Obviously Cold is there. You're going to see the AWP come out here and they're not going to expect anyone close. They do it actually quite a lot of times in this round, in this game, sorry. This is the first time they actually came into the B site with that setup going up. I think this is the 4th time they tried it. And you see how well it works. They don't really expect a player close with the AWP there. And basically this round's just quite easily to shut down. Cold Zero goes down. I think TACO even goes down in the end. Maybe a little bit aggressive, but he wanted to get the kill off. But I mean, you see how the setup works, and obviously a really strong one if they do come out the B apartments. Just around here, not a huge amount for me to say. Obviously TACO always gets up here aggressive behind his smoke. Well, not always, but he does a lot of the time. I actually have another video all about TACO and the B apps. I'll probably chuck that in the top corner now somewhere. Good thing he does here is, you see the molly straight after the smoke fades. He knows a lot of teams like to push them. And even though he gets blind, he's really aggressive. He peeks out with it when he thinks they won't be expecting it. He gets 2 kills. Obviously Carrigan slips out because a little bit late with the pick, but he puts his team in a man advantage anyway. So in this round here, Fallen and Bolts have done a good job of getting 2 openers, even with the gun disadvantage. See, TACO knows there's going to be a gap somewhere here. Once they learn the players in CT, he just pushes him and gets his opening kill. Interestingly, TACO is one of the few players who still uses the Tech 9 after the nerf. You see here, he gets himself in CT really aggressively, and this is probably one of the most powerful after plant positionings. On pistol rounds, you'll see a lot of teams at all levels push into the CT area. So see here, he's just going to lock it down. He's not too passive with his angling. He wants to get out and get these fights. You'll see here, when the bomb goes down, he wants to play his time, but you notice he's not just waiting for them to peek him or waiting for them to tap the bomb. He's making them guess when exactly he's going to peek. You see, yeah, he's always moving. It's not really predictable when he is going to move. See, Carrigan taps the bomb, and just to peek out. Olofmeister peeks him, he's low, and then that's just a really nice shot with the Tech 9. Maybe a little bit lucky, but he wins the fight. And just the way he's moving around all the time, not sitting still, letting them peek him, or him peek out as the bomb. He's just jiggling a little bit. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff, but yeah, he done it really well, and it obviously got the clutch in and won him around. This around here is just something interesting I noticed. He actually ends up going down, but that smoke there, and then this flash here is an interesting one just to try and get an opening pick here. You'll see it forces, who is that there moving around? It's Olivemeister. He can't really push into short. He's a bit lucky Carrigan doesn't spot him. But you'll see here, as this nade comes out, that's a pretty good time to peek. I mean, that's a good way to try and catch a player off guard. He does end up winning that fight and goes down to Carrigan. But I like the attempt of that pick there, and that's just something interesting I hadn't really seen done before that I thought I'd point out. Now, TACO is often looking for his opening picks, which can be definitely an up and down roll, as I'm sure most of you know, which can be where some of his criticism probably comes from. But he definitely isn't without fault, and players obviously make mistakes sometimes. So in this round here, you'll notice he's got the bomb straight away, and he's going to overextend in my opinion. It wouldn't have been a problem, but you just look at the proximity of his teammates with him. So obviously his teammates are with him quite nicely now. They stop here, and he just keeps going with the bomb. And if I pause it right now, you see he's been down for about a second. Coldzera is still way up here on short. He does eventually get the trade. The CTs have the bomb, and you see Guardian's already rotating. As soon as they see this bomb, the CTs are all going to rotate straight to it and just basically lock the bomb area down. So you'll see eventually here, Coldzera does get the trade in, then picks up the bomb and keeps pushing through. But you'll notice, look, these players are already rotating so fast, and it's just that extra second or two that TACO showed him the bomb and went down. Probably just a bit of over-aggression. It's something I probably wouldn't advise, and SK end up losing this round. I'm not saying it's all because of this, but it definitely plays a bit of a factor with all the players being able to rotate in just that extra couple of seconds. So around here, there's not a whole lot to analyze. See, TACO though is definitely better at the deagle than Nico. I mean, look at that. Nico didn't stand a chance. TACO shows him, you can do it, I can do it better. You notice here though, TACO has the one Molotov. Actually, Bolts has one as well. But you notice it's quite smart. They send TACO, one of the players with the Molotov here towards apartments, because obviously the under balcony position is obviously quite a strong one. That he's just going to clear out here. So he's going to use his Molotov, and basically they know that's clear now. Good idea to spam under here, because players will often start to move out with the Molotov. But that's pretty standard stuff, nothing too special here. You'll just notice TACO again playing this apps position. He's going to swing out and get another nice little 1D here, covering towards CT. It's obviously quite important. And that's a pretty nice shot right there. And yeah, the rounds get done. Nothing too important, but I thought you guys probably enjoy a couple of deagle kills. So around here gets a little bit messy. But look at this. 4 seconds left. TACO's like, I'm getting this bomb down. So selfless. Gets it down straight away. Obviously never a chance, but as we all know, this is the kind of lovely person and amazing team player TACO is. There's not much to that. Coldzera ends up winning this and they win the game. But yeah, that's about it for TACO, guys. Let me know what you think. Obviously, I'm doing a new series, more of a Q&A thing, so if you have any CS related questions or any questions in general for this first one, make sure to chuck them in the comments below and I'll make a new video about that soon. Look, I don't have a rank. That's one of your questions I'll ask. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.